A man was constipated, so he decided to go to the doctor. The doctor examined him and explained, "I'm going to give you some suppositories. I'll insert one now, and then I'll give you another one for later this evening." Later that evening, the man asks his wife to insert the suppository. She agrees reluctantly, puts one hand on his shoulder and inserts the suppository. Suddenly, her husband shrieks. "Ah! What's wrong? Did I hurt you?" she asks. "No. I just realized that the doctor had both his hands on my shoulders." Med student was unable to identify an organ, so a Viva exam was going on which the students had identify the organ shown and tell their functions. There was this one student who was really struggling with identifying the organ that was shown to him. He was saying random organs like heart, kidney, liver, etc. The examiner eventually felt pity for him and decided to give him a clue. He pointed towards a woman, who had sat on the other side of the room. It was a large room and she was doing her work, and said, "Neither you nor I have this organ, but the woman sitting there has it." All the students standing behind him in the line were all boys, and they had started to chuckle when the examiner had given him the clue. He thinks hard for a minute, and then answers loudly, "Brain." All of the boys were bursting out of laughter, and the examiner, shocked and defeated by this point, just asked him to leave. A man saw a lady with big. He asked, "Excuse me, can I bite your $1,000? She agrees, so they go to a secluded corner. She opens her and the man puts his face in her for 10 minutes. Eventually, the lady asks, "Aren't you gonna bite them?" He replies, "No, it's too expensive." A policeman pulls a farmer over for speeding and proceeds to write him a ticket. The farmer notices some flies buzzing around, annoying the officer. The policeman is shooing flies more than he's writing. The farmer says, "I see you're being bothered by those circle flies." The policeman says, "If that's what you call them, yes, they are somewhat annoying." The farmer says, "Yeah, we call them that because we see them circling around the rear ends of horses." The policeman says, Did you just call me a horse's ass?" The farmer says, "Oh no, sir, officer. I have way too much respect for those who serve in law enforcement to ever say such a thing." The policeman says, "Well, that's a good thing then." The farmer adds, "But it's hard to fool those circle flies." An old farmer got up in the middle of the night to use the toilet. As he was heading back to bed, he looked out the window and saw the lights on in his shed. A closer inspection revealed men loading his tools and farm machinery into their truck. He rushes to the phone and calls 000-911. "I need the police. There are some guys clearing out my shed." "Okay, sir, we have dispatched officers. They should be there in about an hour." "An hour? But they'll be long gone by then." "I'm sorry, sir, but there are no officers in your area." The farmer hangs up angrily, waits 10 minutes and then calls 000 again. "Hi, it's me again. Don't worry about sending those cops. I've just shot the robbers." And he hangs up. Less than 10 minutes later, 3 cop cars and a helicopter arrive and the robbers are arrested. The sergeant goes up to the house and bangs on the door. The farmer opens it in his dressing gown and holding a cup of tea. "What's going on here? You said you shot the robbers. You said there were no officers in my area."